Hello, my name is Langlier. I'm a Lowy one trick in the gold elo. And today I'm just going to try and show you guys a bit how the Trynd lane goes. This isn't a very exciting lane for me, but I know it's a problem for a lot of people. So right off the bat, you can see we're playing back a little bit. You can engage him a little bit, but he's at full fury, so he's going to take good chunks out of you with everything. And then we see like what he does here, where he sees you, you back off, you take a good chunk of damage, so you just need to play back as much as possible until a little bit later and you can power spike a little bit. He's pushing us in here, and he's taking out tentacles as we're just trying to farm. The important thing in this matchup is, even though he's stronger than you at these early levels, you still need to keep up and farm. So you need to farm with Q. If he pushes you in like he did here, you farm with W a little bit. I miss a few here and there, but in general, I keep up pretty well throughout this line. So you're trying to look, anytime you Q slap, if you can get him attuned, all the better. I go for an E there, I miss it a little bit. That happens. I personally prefer E max Alawi, and that's just a personal preference. Q max in this matchup is fine as well. Generally, I prefer E max in tankier matchups and bruiser matchups, and then I'll switch to Q max against a ranged opponent or somebody that's just going to stand in their minions and farm, and you're never going to land an Eon. Always, if you're past the midpoint of the river, make sure you have a ward right in that bush. It doesn't matter who the jungler is. In this case, it's J4, so he can hop right into that bush. But they almost always roam through that little area, especially this area. So I land a good E here. I've got a bunch of minions in front of me. I'm letting the minions kind of slow push back towards it. And that's just because even with full stacks, my minions are going to do as much damage to him as he does to me if he fights me. I'm making sure if I get my tentacle passive up that I spawn it pretty much right away, as he's killing them as fast as I'm spawning them. And I need that little bit of extra damage. So I'm down to about a quarter of mana here. I haven't seen their J4 pop on my map. About even in CS, maybe a little bit ahead, but I'm pretty much out of pot charges, which is okay. I'm level 5. I want to hit 6 at the same time he does, but really, I don't want to fight him after he hits 6 until I've got Warden's Mail. Every time you face a Trynd, first item you want to get is Warden's Mail. It is pretty much a direct counter to him. So you can see I'm going back here. The waves are going to meet about halfway. He could push up and get me. However, he took Ignite and Ghost instead of TP. So I know I can just TP back to lane and he can't get there as fast. So he's either going to have to fight me with less items, which is what he's going to do. I TP back, he's going to fight me right in. But I'm an item up on him. I've got tentacles up. So yeah, he fights me to even. But he's going to have to go back now. I've got a full charge of pods, so I can just heal back up off him. I can push freely, and even if he gets 6 right now, he can't get it. He can't do it. So, I'm going to change it a little bit. My runes and masteries, I like to go 12, 18, 0. So, I get a little bit extra off. I get the meditation mastery. That gives me a little bit extra mana as we go. I take bandit because bandit is just great for a little bit extra gold throughout the matchup. So I'm constantly trying to W him, trying to slap him when he gets too close. Hit the spirit, which also procs bandit. 10 gold each time adds up a lot. Really quick. Even if you only get 350 extra gold throughout a laning phase, that's a sword. longsword. That's a little bit of extra damage. It's just, it's a nice little boost. And then you get the little ones here and there where you miss. Yeah, that's not a lot of gold, and if that's all it ever did, it wouldn't be worth it. But you get enough extra gold off of it to go. So like I said, he doesn't have TP. I've pushed him back. We're level 7. He'll fight one-on-one. I've got Warden's Mail. He's got some lifesteal. That's all he's got right now. He didn't have enough to do much else. Lifesteal for him in this lane is probably a good thing because of my Q harass. But it also means he's not getting these big chunk damage to me, nor does he have the attack speed to get a lot of damage to me. Because my Warden's Mail would make his attack speed on him. So I'm pushing him on the turret, and ease on him, and he wants to fight. So I ult. And look, he's ignited me, I don't have any mana, he blows his ult, I blow my ult, but I've got about 350 health where he's got the 200 he got off of this team. But I'm out of pot charges again. I have to go back. But pretty much so does he. I'm about 20 CS up on him because of his long back. And so he's going to catch up a little bit and push it to my turn. I didn't know where his J4 was. I know my Zac has to camp bottom at this point through chat messages. Basically, their bot lane is just destroying my bottom. And there's nothing we can do about that. So, anytime somebody takes Ignite on you top, you're going to have a bad time. Because they're going to ignite you during your ult, you're not going to lifesteal as much as you would normally, and that's a big disadvantage. So we know his is down, we know his ult is down, we know he hasn't gone back. So if he sticks around, and he takes 3 turret shots, we have some damage on him. But he can run away faster than catch him. One more thing about masteries, I take Storm Raider pretty much every match. There are a few where I think Deathfire Touch is better, but a good majority right now, there's so much utility in Storm Raider Surge, it's just a better master. So, we know he's got to run up, we've got a little time here. I could push him straight into turret, but I haven't seen J4. So I don't want to be pushed right into his turret when I can just sit back, let my minions die to his minions, deny him CS that way, and I'm not nearly as in trouble if J4 pops up. My Zac is kind of roaming top, but no, he's got it back. So we're going to say the same thing. We're just going to kind of let him push into us if he's going to. Or we're going to slow push into him where we have a huge minion wave to fight with. Spawning tentacles anytime they pop on CD. If you see me make a move towards a wall, that's probably what I'm trying to do. Going down to throw that ward in, just in case J4 decides to show up. And we're back to playing the throw you under your turret game. He wants to fight a little bit here, but Warden's Mail. He's going to get slapped by him. He's going to get slapped by him. Oh look, I'm up about 300 health on him, and I still get an E off on him. It's a great trade. He just can't do anything to my Warden's Mail. My buy after that was 3 longswords. Longswords are great on a lot. You can build them into Black Fleet. You can build them into Death's Net. You can build them into Sterix. All items you want to buy. In this matchup, the only real tank on their team is J4. BC always helps, but if you're only placing one tank and he's not full tank, and you're not the primary one that's going to have to cut through him, think about going Triforce instead. I actually do end up going Triforce in this game because I have to end up chasing down a lot of annoying things, like Trynd. So Triforce just fits better. Also helps in taking down targets. Helps us split with mana. You know, all those nice things. You still get your speed boost, all that fun stuff. You can see what we both built here. He's got his Bilgewater Cutlass. I've got my 3 long swords. But I've got such a lean event. He can't keep up with my push. He just can't. but I also can't die. So, I make a mistake. I didn't refresh my list. I ran out of mana. So I couldn't ult. And I screwed myself. It happened. It was a mistake I made. I'm up at 20 CS, so it doesn't kill me. Trynd only got the assist, he didn't get the kill. And he's going to get a little bit of free farm and push into my turret, so I'm going to lose this. So that really evened him up. But the thing is, this is usually just an awful lane for a level. It is. He ults through your ult, you die before he does because of this. I'm playing safe now. I went with that early warrior nail, and that just doesn't happen. So I'm TP right back, I'm right back to pushing. Any CS advantage he had, pretty much gone. He did get Rift Herald off of this, and that hurts a lot. But there's nothing we can do about that. Our mid wasn't going to be able to stop that. Our jungle could have maybe stopped it, but we didn't have enough coverage there. He still had ult up, it just wasn't going to happen. But I go right back, pushing him into top. I know I've got plenty of mana now. I still have ult. I bought some more damage. I don't really need to go... it's okay in this situation to just complete Randuin. I'm not feeling enough pressure from jungle or this guy where I feel like I need to do it. So I buy a little bit more towards the Death Stance. Death Stance, great against Trynd. It delays his little damage a little bit, so you can lifesteal a little more. Anything that just makes you live a little bit longer is great against Trynd. Hysterics is great against Trynd. Tabbies are great against Trynd. Just prioritize the items that make you live longer. And he can't fight me here. I've got 6 minions. I've got a tentacle right there. He can CC me a little bit and try and do something, but he can't. Now, I know Jarvan. I ult a little bit early because I just want Trynd out of this fight. But Trynd makes a mistake and dies. He doesn't get his ult. So, when Jarvan does dive in for me, he can't kill me because I lifesteal off of him with my tentacles. Nobody has an Executioner's Blade, so that's just going to happen. I walk away from the fight. Jarvan does too. That's just what happens. I didn't use my pots aggressively enough for mana. Not a big problem. I'm now 30 CS up in this one. Pushed him right back to his tower, so he's going to lose more and more. And I can walk back to lane instead of TPing. It's not up yet, but it's going to meet in the middle at me. So I've normally pushed in with Jarvan still there. I've taken pressure from Jarvan off of my bot lane. My bot lane's still getting crushed in at this point. Zach hasn't had to visit top. It would be nice if he did, because we can kind of coordinate a gank and at least burn Tryndamere's ultimate. But, you know, not the biggest deal. Mid lane is just kind of staying even in this game. Nobody's getting too far ahead or too far behind where they're going to be useless. I'm keeping an eye on this. All the time I'm trying to talk to you guys. There's little bits here and there. But look at that trade. That's a wonderful trade for me. His sustain is not equal to my sustain. So they pop Rift Herald, which is annoying. It's really gonna hurt right now because my team is all back, and now they're gonna go take this dragon. That said, I can still free trade with this Trindamere. He's got no help. He can't do anything. If he does rush at me, I can ult, slap him even harder, steal some life back. He gets away from my trick there. I'm trying to bait him into me. He can't beat me, even with... Yeah, okay, I was wrong. Obviously. That was me completely forgetting about it. It happens. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, yeah, I should have backed. That's what I could have done about it. Now my team, pretty much all in trouble. Trying to take out this Rift Herald. Only lost the one turret force, so it could have been a lot worse. But this MF is just huge. And the only thing that's stopping him from being completely out of control is that the Zach saved my butt this game. If we didn't have him, it would have been so much worse for us. So because I forgot about that, because I died, I'm going to lose my tower. I don't have TP up. I can't get there in time. He's got minion waves pushed into it. It's just going to die. I screwed up really big because I forgot about Ignite. Lets me complete some items. I'm back. I'm going to go farm. Despite me forgetting about Ignite, he's still not huge. He's going to go steal some jungle camps. I needed to face check it. I didn't. Not that big of a deal. It's one camp. And then he's going to come up and think he's going to fight me. I clear waves like nobody's business. Get an easy E off on him. He has to run away. Not only does he have to run away, he can't back right away. Otherwise he's going to take a tentacle slap. Takes one anyway. Now, he gets a negligible amount of gold from my tentacle. Zach decides he wants to finally do something top. We don't get a lot off of him. But I think I can push right to the top. However, our bot lane lost him. And for whatever reason, they don't think they need to cover bot lane, so all my aggression here. Yeah, okay, heal, tile. And then MF owns up with his tail. He's just ridiculously far ahead. Despite that, we win this game. Fairly. That Zac that I told you about, despite us losing here, keeps us in this game. I keep us in this game because we're past laning at this point, but I still need to